Alright, I got my Elder Props pages. Time to finish this bad boy. Uh-oh. 3 books? Nobody said anything about 3 books. Klaatu, Verata, Nikto, I remember. Oh, it's the middle one. What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of our DIY Amazon Necronomicon build. I'm so sorry I had to make this video into 2 parts. I was running out of time, basically trying to get the pages all done for the first video, but I really wanted to get a video out. But luckily, you don't have to wait that long because this video is coming out rather quickly. So, where we left off is we finished the actual book itself, the cover. Now we're going to be moving on to the pages. And I have got these awesome Elder Props pages that you can get basically almost for free on elderprops.com, unless you want to do the colored versions, which I did. So I paid the artist and I got the color version. So let me show you how you can get the pages, print them out, put them on some cool paper, and bind them into your book. So let's get started. So professional YouTuber, I swear. So here's the elderprops.com page. And basically, you're going to scroll down and you're going to go to the Necronomicons. It's going to take you to this page, which is the Necro Library. And as you can see, you have tons to choose from the original series, to the booklets, to the games, to the remake, to Rise, to Creepshow, to a random one that I think he made for a, I think it was an RPG. But we're going to go to the full color. And you go to the Gumroad, that's how you download it, but for the color you do have to pay for them. I believe the whole package is like $6, it's worth every penny. And you know, you could also tip the artist too. But we have the full color Evil Dead booklets and the Evil Dead color pages. So, and then I printed them out on these really cool, it's like this faux aged paper. And this is just one of the pages, and it looks freaking awesome. So let me show you some more pages up close and in the flesh. Alright folks, these are the pages, and I actually printed out multiples so I could put them in some dollar store frames because they are really cool and they look really good on this paper. But once I decided the order of the pages the way I wanted them to look in my book, I paper clipped them. And I'm going to get ready to bind them. And I broke out my drill, and I drilled 4 small holes. And I use twine to bind the pages together. And this is just going to keep everything kind of like uniform. And then I'm going to look through, just make sure everything's pretty good. And I guess this is also like a preview of all these pages. And they are amazing pieces of art, especially the colored ones. And it's just so cool to look at all this detail that the artist put into it. And once that is ready to go, we are going to break out the hot glue gun, and we are going to glue the pages into the book. And I did this off camera because it was just got a little messy. It was a little hard to film and hot glue at the same time, but I basically did the back and front seams and then in the middle of the book. And we're done. Future Josh chiming in. I actually forgot to mention this. So when I actually put the pages and printed them out, notice how I didn't print them on both sides. That's because at my local library, I would have had to manually take each piece of paper out to make them both sides. But if you have a printing service anywhere near you, especially like a FedEx Kinko's, you can put all these downloaded pages onto a flash drive, take it in and say, hey, I want this double-sided, and they'll print it out for you. I don't mind that my book is just 1 page each. I think I like the vibe it has. But other than that, you could, if you want to make them double-sided and you can double up your pages, you could do it that way. I would very much recommend going to like a print service like FedEx Kinko's and getting your pages done like that. Let's continue with the video. And there you have it, folks. That is how you make a DIY Amazon Necronomicon. This thing isn't perfect. I love it, though. I love how I just threw this together basically in a week, and it was such a fun little build. I got to like paint, I got to work with pages, and I love that I can just open this, and it's thick, and it's got a lot of cool pages from Elder Props artwork. You have some awesome just This is the Hero That Fell from the Sky page. I love that. I love the art from Elder Props. It is such a cool prop to just flip through, and it feels like you have a real Necronomicon. So if you're doing a production of Evil Dead the Musical, and you don't feel like spending an arm and a leg on like a Trick or Treat Studios Necronomicon, but you want something that's like a little more professional, I think this is a great way to go. This is a great tutorial to use, and it can inspire you to go out and make your own Necronomicon. Now, down below, I'm going to leave a link to one of my favorite Necronomicon builds, and that's from my buddy, He's Crafty. He shows you how to make that thing completely from scratch, but he also uses the Elder Props pages. So if you do want to go full DIY route, instead of me showing you how to do it, I'll let Eric from He's Crafty show you how to do it, and he actually does it with his sons, which I think is super cool. So link to the description down below. I'm also going to be included the link to these pages. So if you want to buy these pages instead of having to like put coffee grounds on paper to make them look old, you can just buy the paper I did because I think it just looks really cool. But yeah, I hope you learned something from this video. I hope it inspires you to go out and maybe make your own Necronomicon. And if you like this video, please thumbs up. Please think about subscribing. And hopefully, we will see you in the next video brought to you by Backyard Zombie. See you next time. So as a bonus little end credit scene, or like just bonus clip if you've made it this far, I'm actually going to show you guys my own personal Necronomicon collection of the Necronomicons that I've made since I've become a fan since 2012. This is the very first Necronomicon I ever made, and it's just hot glue and duct tape, and I love this thing. And then I drew this like weird art on the inside. There's no actual pages, this is it. But this is the first Necronomicon I ever made. My second Necronomicon I actually made for a local production called Living Dead the Musical. We parodied Evil Dead. And this is that Necronomicon. It's the only thing I really kept from that show. It's made from cardboard, newspaper, duct tape, hot glue. And on the inside are actually some lines written for the actor to, just in case they didn't remember it, all like the fun words. And then this one I showed you guys in the last video. This was my like, full like kind of book. Then this one I made just because I had this broken book that I used pages for, and I just did the front and back and the inside with just hot glue, paint, and this was a fun, just like little project that I was bored on my workbench. And then I actually put a short up for this video, for this Necronomicon, and that's like the stash box. It's literally just a box, and it's a Necronomicon. So these are just some of the Necronomicons that I have actually made. This Necronomicon is my favorite Dream Necronomicon, and I'm actually working on a project. If you watched the episode of Hail to the Deadites where I was on there, I talk about this. This is the Necronomicon that I want to put blank pages in, hand it to artists, and see if they want to do their own interpretations of a Necronomicon page. And so that's this one. It's made by Purple Creations on Etsy, and I painted this, and it's seen some love. It's gone through some fixings, some latex rot, stuff like that, but it's still a beautiful Necronomicon. And then last, I got this at an oddity store in Fairborn, Ohio, and that's this Necronomicon latex cover, and it's like a notebook. So I haven't had the heart to write in it yet. I'm saving it for either when I do Evil Dead the Musical again as like my prop book or my director notebook, who knows. That's what I'm saving this one for. And that is just some of the Necronomicons I have lying around in the shop. You never can have too many Book of the Deads. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.